Hi, good morning everyone, and welcome to the HSBC booth at the Singapore FinTech Festival. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. This morning I am very, very thrilled to have the founder and CEO of The Parentinc, Roshni, with us. So maybe just to kick things off, Roshni, would you mind telling us a bit more about yourself and how Parentinc started?
Absolutely, Christina. Thanks for having me here. It's really exciting to be at the Singapore FinTech Festival
Woohoo!
and here at the HSBC booth. It's really crowded here today.
Absolutely, of course, it's an HSBC booth.
Absolutely. So a little bit about myself. So I'm the CEO and the founder of The Parent Inc. The Parent Inc. has two parts to it. It has a content and community arm, more popularly known as the Asian Parent, and we have an FMCG arm called Mama's Choice. So it's been a really amazing journey for me, but we serve families who are pregnant all the way until their kids are 6 years of age across Southeast Asia.
I'm also an avid user of the Parenting, mother of three boys, so I absolutely appreciate what you guys are doing.
Score.
So please tell us about why you founded the company to start with, because I think the story is absolutely amazing. It would be great for everyone to hear it as well.
So I'm what you call an accidental entrepreneur. I never had any plans on, starting up a company. I didn't know what a startup was. I didn't know what it meant to run a business. And I was living in New York City, and I was a babysitter. And I was babysitting these two beautiful blonde hair, blue-eyed kids in the Upper East Side. And one of them turned to me and said, "Can I eat durian?" And I said, "I have no idea."
Very adventurous taste.
Very adventurous. And, she was really young, right? And I was going, "Oh my gosh, can I feed a toddler durian?" They said, "Okay." So I went online and I checked things out, and there was really no content around durian or paneer or anything that was Asian. And that's when it hit me that, oh my gosh, there's a dearth of Asian parenting content. And that's how Asian Parent was born. And so I was running it as a blog. That night I came home and I went to GoDaddy.com. I bought a URL for $10. I went to TemplateMonster.com. I bought a website template for $100, and I built the Asian Parent by myself.
That's amazing.
And then a few years later, I actually became a mom. And that's when it hit me. My gosh, we need much more than content and community. We need good quality products. And that's when I birthed Mama's Choice, which is our FMCG arm where we manufacture products and we sell it to parents across the region, as well as parents from our community.
Well, as a parent, thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. And out of curiosity, so did the girl actually like durian in the end?
No, she absolutely did not like durian. She could not stand the smell of it. But I can tell you that one evening in New York City, I was the happiest ever.
Definitely. So maybe tell us a bit more about how HSBC has been working with you and accompanying you on this journey.
Like I shared, right? I was an accidental entrepreneur. So when I started off the company, I didn't have any idea about banking relationships or even, who I should be partnering up with. And across the years, we started off in Singapore, and we now have 13 entities and multiple countries. And, as I've entered into each and every country, it's been so difficult to scale because I have 20 banking partners. And it was very clear to me that I needed one partner that I could scale across the region with. That whether I was in India or whether I went to Sri Lanka or Hong Kong or Singapore or Indonesia, I would be able to turn to someone and say, "Hey, how do I have a consolidated bank account across multiple countries?" So I think that was one of the big wins with HSBC.
That's music to our ears because it's absolutely what we're good at. We are an international bank and we really want to scale with entrepreneurs like yourself.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely a pleasure when we see how you grow, and we would love to be there every step of the way as well.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit more then, since you're talking about your growth, in terms of the company, what's next, what's exciting. Just give us a bit of teaser so we can be excited along with you.
Yeah, so in terms of our community size, it's pretty large, right? We hit close to 25 million parents on a monthly basis. So to put that into perspective, 7 out of 10 pregnancies in Southeast Asia register with me. So, it's just fascinating to be able to learn about the different cultures across Southeast Asia, but to be so close to the community at a very grassroots level. So one of our plans, of course, is now that we built the content, we've built the community across 13 different countries. It's really about bringing our FMCG products into all of these 13 markets as well. Currently, Mama's Choice is available in 5 markets, and we're very excited that we're going to be launching Vietnam soon. So that's going to be very, very upcoming in the next 3 to 6 months horizon.
Congratulations. We are very excited and can't wait to hear you going live there as well.
Thank you.
Maybe, some parting words, like what you're doing is absolutely critical for Singapore, where we are struggling with birth rate, with taking care of kids as working parents. Any final thoughts from you on what you envision the company to grow into, and what is your ultimate goal in another 10 years, for example?
Yeah, so when I look at it, right, if we look at just Singapore as a market, of course, we don't really have a lot of babies in this country, and to other Singaporeans, I would definitely encourage them. Let's increase the birth rate here. We need to. We're one of the least birth-producing countries in the world, and that's going to be to our own peril. But however, for business owners, I think the main thing is really about looking from a global perspective and not just a Singapore perspective. It's so critical to look at yourself as part of the region, and that's what we do. So to give you context as well, Singapore has 38,000 babies born on average every year, but Southeast Asia has a birth rate of close to 10 million every single year. And if we just look at the sheer demographic and population of Southeast Asia, it becomes really exciting. So Indonesia, as one single country, produces 5 million babies on a yearly basis, which is effectively one Singapore every single year.
We have a lot to learn from them, and I think duty beckons for all the Singaporeans here today. You know what to do after you end the SFF and go home tonight. Other than that, maybe also just to share a bit on what we're doing as a bank to support new economy companies like The Parentinc. We are extremely excited to see what we can do with you. We'd love to get in touch if anyone's interested. So like Roshni has pointed out, our international footprint is great to scale and grow with you. And even before that stage where you're ready to scale and grow, even when you're just an early entrepreneur, we're happy to have conversations, see how we can support your operating accounts, to just help you with your daily transactions and payments and collection needs. And most importantly, we have also carved out very special proposition and very innovative banking products, including our new economy fund, where we can actually lend as well to pre-profit new economy startups. Have a conversation with us. We'll love to see where it takes us.
And thank you. We're one of the beneficiaries of your new economy fund as well.
Thank you, Roshni.
Always helps with cash flow.
Definitely. So that's really the whole purpose, like Roshni pointed out, and really appreciate what you're doing, Roshni, not just for your time today, but what you're doing for Singapore, for parents across the region. It's something that's really made us very proud. A Singapore Inc. company, growing and scaling, and on top of that, parenting, close to a lot of our hearts. Really appreciative of it. Thank you so much, Roshni, for your time today.
Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you.